the block here. I read, I learn, I write, I teach. And here we are. If y'all been following me, Mr. Writer's Block, and or just current events, because that's pretty much what I've been building on. You can see that we in some different times, man. Like really different times. And just in case you're not up on current events, let's do a little quick breakdown. And this is just a refresher for me, so that I can keep up too, because there's so much going on, and a lot of it is not even reported. You have to kind of dig for it. Now, we're dealing with COVID-19, coronavirus, pandemic. We also dealing with an economic crash of the ages, worse than the Great Depression. We're also dealing with social distancing. We're also under executive orders federally, and each state has executive orders because of a pandemic. The whole first and second quarter of the year, as far as on a balance sheet or from an economic standpoint, the first and second quarter were just taken away. The whole country was at a standstill. Never has this happened in history. We have Donald Trump as the president, and his whole election was fugazi and a farce at best. And as a result of all of these things, if I'm on track here, has brought forth a paradigm shift globally, really. Now, from an American standpoint, America was the last country to basically get the spread of the coronavirus, which allegedly originated in China, which Donald Trump was putting tariffs on trade between China. China has a cashless society right now and is allies with Russia, who was accused of basically hacking the American system to get Donald Trump elected. America has historically been an ally to Israel, who Donald Trump said that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, which has caused uproar in the Arab world, especially the Palestinians, who are allies with Iran, which is where Persia was. And side note, Babylon was in Iraq. Israel is in the middle of the world, if you look at a map. And prophetically, God said that Israel would be basically the thorn of the world. And that's who America is allies with. The US dollar is worthless. It's fiat money. It has nothing backing it. HJR 192 did away with that when he took it off the gold standard. So it's fiat money. And if the US dollar is worthless and has no value, and it's the reserve currency of the world, then that makes everybody else's currency fiat money and have no value. And the US dollar is printed by the Federal Reserve, who is a sovereign entity that is governed by no one, not even the United States government. So now that the third quarter is here, financially, they have loosened restrictions on businesses being closed due to the pandemic. They already predicted in the first and second quarters that if they opened up the economy, that the pandemic would spread, and thus now that's what they're saying. However, they're saying the economy needs to be stimulated, so that's why they opened the economy back up in the country, so to speak. But then they're telling people to still social distance, but it's okay to go out and spend money. Federal Reserve printed off trillions of dollars and are just giving it out to people. Anyone who made less than $70,000 is now in the same boat with people who never worked a day in their life. So now capitalism is kind of like breaking apart. Supply and demand is running amok, and the health administration and all of that industry, the whole pharmaceutical industry, is now making money off coming up with vaccines for COVID-19. Nurses and doctors are coming out and saying that the numbers are inflated, and that each death certificate that has COVID-19 gets $13,000 or more. And they're basically telling people, the nurses and doctors, to say that no matter what someone dies from, to put COVID-19 on the death certificate. The Pope has come out with a myriad of letters, one to Donald Trump, one to basically the world and the Catholic Church and all people of goodwill, and basically use the phrase that's on the arm of the Baphomet. We'll get deeper into all of this later. I'm trying to run it down. The world, nothing will ever be the same. And Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd situation has brought forth division. I mean, whether to wear a mask or not has brought forth division. Whether the social distance has brought forth division. Whether it's a conspiracy or all factual, it's brought forth division. Whether you look at it spiritually or carnally, it's bringing forth division. So we're in perilous times. It's the beginning of sorrows, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what my Heavenly Father reveals to me. It's pandemonium. People don't know how to act. And I work in retail, so I'm seeing the spirit on people. Everybody's feeling very vainglorious and Nephilim, because everyone perceives themselves as having money. No one is financially literate. Everyone's moving around like a debtor instead of a creditor. No investments, no businesses, no silver, no gold. I'm watching what the layman, average man and woman and family are doing in these towns. And it's not being vigilant. It's not reading, it's not studying. It's not praying. It's not. There's no unity. Everyone has an agenda. Everyone has a motive. When the Heavenly Father in the kingdom of heaven is the only government. We are the money. And then on top of that, the Democrats in the Senate, in the House, have voted that Washington, D.C. be made into a state and called the Douglas Commonwealth after Frederick Douglass. And now D.C. will be a state. So there will be no capital of the United States. So what does that mean? Back to the letter the Pope sent Donald Trump. Look it up. Pope Vigano. The letter to the Catholic Church and all people of goodwill. Read that. I'm not gonna repeat the phrase that's in Latin that's on the back of me. Go find out. I wanna see who's serious and leave a comment. Washington D.C. made it to a state. The capital of the United States made into a state, so it's no longer a capital. It's the Douglas Commonwealth if it goes through the House of Representatives. So this is, and then no one's even paying attention that there's still an election going on. Who's really going to vote when the Electoral College picks who goes in? Like this whole system is crumbling. Oh, it's so much, and then on top of that, all of the CEOs of the tech companies, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I gotta go up before Congress for antitrust laws. And then they holding out. The ones from Facebook and Twitter saying they not gonna go up unless Google and Amazon go up before Congress. So, yeah. And I may have forgot some things. And it's so much I probably I'm not aware of yet. So, stay tuned. But go to MrWritersBlock.com if you want to fill your spirit with some things that are edifying and how to continue to be vigilant and stay in touch with the source during these perilous times in the beginning of sorrows. Once again, Mr. Writer's Block, blogspot.com, Mr. Writer's Block, Instagram. Like the Mr. Writer's Block page on Facebook. Go to Amazon.com, search under Mr. Writer's Block. There's plenty of books and reading material. And if you want to enlist my services as a writer, journalist, blogger, photographer, videographer, content creator, and most of all, an ambassador of the Kingdom of Heaven, contact me and we can build or destroy. We're going to make knowledge born with the Word of God. Hallelujah. Peace.